Welcome everyone. Adam the Woo here as the recording of this. It is Saturday, December 9, 2023. The roads are closed here in Celebration, and there is a heck of a lot of traffic rolling through here, both directions that way. Not a whole heck of a lot of parking down here as well. Christmas is really underway here on Market Street towards the lakefront, and also over at the church on the corner the last two nights. This is the third night, the only time I will be attending it. It just so happens to be the very last evening that they are doing the Bethlehem experience for 2023. Live manger scene, birth of Jesus, Christmas in its truest form. I'm inviting you to join me as I check it out and just see what's going on down here in downtown Celebration. Shall you? And I'm going to try something a little bit different at the coffee place down here, the Starbucks downtown. I'm going to mobile order today instead of waiting in the regular line. To be honest, I don't know why I haven't been doing that sooner than later, but I figured now's a good time to start. You know, it's always good to just start something because the line gets really long in there, even on a normal day, and especially when there are events going on. Got the Hanukkah candles here, and then the fountain. Turn the water off and they have the flowers in the fountain. Ooh, there's a mystery box right there. It's a little present. Look, they might be doing a show here. Okay, I've ordered on the app and it says it's going to be ready in 3 minutes. So by the time I walk over there, it should be ready. A little bit of a time saver. And have the ice skating rink out here, which is just really just hard plastic. I guess it doesn't snow, it doesn't ice here in Florida, but yeah, pretty cool down here. Christmas tree up in the cornerstone, market and deli. Tree is not lit up yet, it's a little too early. About 5:08 right now. When darkness rears its head, the lights will be illuminated. A really good store here that has tons of Christmas stuff in it. And they've also layered down all the snow, well, snow along the ground over there. Check this out, I'm about to be walking in a winter Snopey land. Looks like bath time through here. And they got the horse-drawn carriage out here. And I was here on the tree lighting, opening night of the tree lighting. Before I went to California, I was able to see that. There's also the train over here too. Santa, when he was rolling through here, tons of people wanted to see Santa. One thing about that guy, he's making a list and checking it. Not that guy, I'm talking about the Santa. Making a list, checking it twice. You're gonna find out who's naughty or nice. I think everyone knows if they're naughty or nice. I don't think there's any any spoilers to people.
Santa Claus?
Look, he walked through the snow. That's pretty
yeah, well, yeah, you can see the snow on my shoes.
Right, we identify everybody. Yeah.
A lot of people dropping off letters to Santa in here?
Oh yeah, we
nice.
open it up and Santa actually responds to every single one of them.
Yeah, check out this. This is I think maybe an electric bike. I have an Electra, which isn't motorized power. I think these might be like, these might be like full on. I have one of these scooters too, but not this brand. All right, heading in. Hopefully it's ready. I think it should be. All right, that was pretty dang convenient. I got something called a blonde roast latte or a blondie roast whatever it is. They did not, I didn't see it on the app. I had to get more familiar with the app. I did not see the peppermint latte on there, so I went with this. But yeah, it was pretty much ready when I walked in. And obviously you can use this at other ones. I think when you're in Magic Kingdom and at Epcot, they don't have mobile ordering. But I think when you're at downtown Disney or Disney Springs, you can mobile order. So it could be a game changer when I do my travels across the US and whatnot, not having to wait. It cuts down on wait times. Again, why I haven't done it before then, I don't know. I'm doing it now. Started something good. And with the time I just walked over to get that, looks like the tree has now been lit up. Tree officially illuminated for the eve. Oh yeah, fountain in full effect. And take a look at the sky over there. Take a look at the sunset, looking very, very gorgeous. Love that sky. Nice being out for a Celebration Florida downtown holiday Christmas December stroll. I'm excited. Nice. Kind of glistening off the water there. There's the train, pulling away from the station. So the Bethlehem experience starts at 6, which is in like 10 minutes, and then the show is at 6:30, so I'm gonna get over there and check it out before it begins. Open up the gates. There's a horse-drawn carriage about to pull through. Wide turn, wide. Wide turn, wide turn. Hello, horsey. Love it. Again, getting in and out of downtown sometimes traffic-wise is a little stressful for these events. I would always recommend getting down here a little early, try to find parking. Because it is, I mean, well, for this area, it's a little bit of congestion. Corner of Sycamore Street and Celebration Ave is the Bethlehem Experience. Step into the Christmas story with live nativity shows starting at 6:30 and then going through 7:30, another one at 7:30, another one at 8:30. A living Christmas experience, free for the entire... Hey, how you doing, man?
You're out of the womb, right?
Yeah, this is the final of the 3 nights. I'm glad I was able to pop over and check this out. 250,000 lights, music, food, live nativity. A couple different companies going to be here. A little Chick-fil-A. Maybe I'll get a chicken sandwich. Here at the Community Presbyterian Church. And take a look at this. So they got the Chick-fil-A catering mobile over here. A portion of all the proceeds go to Advent Health. The Bethlehem Star still guides us. It stays right there. I got over here a little too early. It's only 5:30, so we continue walking around and come back by. Probably walk back down over to Market Street and walk over here and see the donkey first and the sheep, the cow. I just love events like this. I mean, obviously, you know, you got Santa and the elves and all the fun Christmas stuff, but it's also get the, oh, I almost just fell down in that little hole. But almost just get the original aspect, biblical aspect of it. Can't forget that either. The reason for the season, right, Cal? Oh, you're turning away. Yeah, I know. Oh, hello. Coming back around. Holy cow, there's way more animals than I expected. Look at this. Oh my gosh, hay. You're eating hay. So stinking cute. Hello. Oh my gosh. Have you been, Santa wants to know if you've been good or bad? A llama? Are you a llama? You coming in? You want some of that? You smell that coffee, right? You smell that coffee, right? Yeah, it's a latte. They didn't have the pepperwood on the app, so I ordered another one. But mobile order is a good thing to do. There is a freaking full-size camel right here. Hello. Look at this. It's like looking right at me, this camel. It's like staring right at me. Like they all smell my coffee. They all want a piping hot caffeinated
Striking a pose.
You're striking a pose? A good-looking camel. I did not think there was going to be a full-size camel here. Look at that. That is awesome.
That's the pose.
That's the pose. You got to get that photo of that. I guess you can pet the animals. That is so awesome. That is so freaking cool. I don't know why I'm like speechless right now. This like full-size camel in front of me. In Celebration, Florida, there's a camel just chilling here at the church building. Right? I always like showing this little placard here at the Community Presbyterian Chapel. Dedicated to the glory of God and in loving memory of their dear uncles Walt and Roy Disney, given by Dorothy Disney Pewter. It's a nice little factoid there. This hidden Mickey always gets me because in both the Mickey ears there are 2 trees growing out of it. But yeah, there's like a planter here. 3 rings making up the 3 hidden Mickeys. Again, if you're going to come down here on the weekends, this is all going, you know, even though the live nativity ends this evening, but all the other events go through New Year's, definitely want to get down here early because parking fills up really, really quickly. We put these signs up here that say tow away zone, and all the little parking lots too, but I was even a little road barricade down there too. I even see an officer's lights over there. They got a little road control out here too. Guess you kind of need it though, with all the people pulling in, trying to find parking, exiting back out. I would imagine most of the cars that are pulling into this neighborhood aren't going to find parking. Just a heads up. There are animals aplenty out here tonight. Oh dang, gonna get the crossing of not only the train, but also the horse-drawn carriage. Yes. So the horse has to wait for the car and also has to wait for the passing train. I think the horse is giving a little nod saying, go on through, train. Go on through. And then, well, you gotta wait for that car though. You gotta wait for that car horse. I always wonder who gets the right of way at a four-way stop when no horse is involved. I'm gonna go with the horse. Always yield to the horse. All right, 6 o'clock. This thing is kicking off. Lights are illuminated. Heading in. Looks like they have the tax collectors out front here. The Bethlehem sign is up here.
Welcome to Bethlehem.
Pay your taxes. Here's to pay your taxes.
Make sure you get your coin for your taxes.
I have to pay. Oh, you're going to give me money to pay my taxes.
Yes.
Oh, that's very nice.
To pay your taxes.
But if you don't,
I like how that works that way.
Yeah.
You give me the money to pay you back.
That's it.
All right, thank you.
Bethlehem Exchange.
Sort of like the government.
I'm still waiting for them to give me my money, and then I'll give it back to them.
You'll never get it back.
That's your taxes. That's your taxes. And if you don't
Caesar Augustus would not be happy.
That's where I pay my taxes.
And if you're returning to Bethlehem.
Do I hand this to you?
Ah, thank you. Yes. You have paid your taxes to Caesar Augustus. He'll be very happy with you.
I'm here to help.
I appreciate that.
I'm a team player.
Now, have you signed the census yet?
I'm going to go sign it.
You need to. If you were born here, you have to come back and sign the census.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
All right. Just very happy.
Wonderful. Please sign the census, please. Caesar is thrilled that you are signing the census. Caesar will be extremely happy. He will also be happy when you pay your taxes next. He'll take any gold coins you have, gold chains, gold teeth, gold dust, gold rings, gold earrings, any gold you might have. He'll take the gold nuggets even. So please, see the tax collector next. Enjoy Bethlehem.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Would you like to sign the census?
I would love to, yeah.
Wonderful. You are obviously part of the house and line of David, or else why would you come to such a tiny little place as Bethlehem? Now, Bethlehem is tiny, and we do have an inn though. Our inn is just a little booked. Our inn is very booked. Our inn has no rooms. There are no rooms in the inn. I am sorry. But on a positive note, the extended family, Mary and Joseph, oh my, they are in town already. I've already seen them. And Mary, she's along in her pregnancy. She's like, whoa, whoa. She's about to give birth any moment now. If she gives birth to the baby, you must let me know. She claims it's the Messiah, and we've waited hundreds upon hundreds of years. Oh, please let me know if the Messiah is born tonight.
I will, definitely. Thanks for the info.
Of course.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, this is just such a great event. Love the community here. Little carpentry shop over here. Jeter Ben Bakery over here. Let's see what they got over in the carpentry shop. Take a look, little carvings.
When you put it together, they give you 7 minutes long life protection.
Oh, this is cool. Look at this monkey right here.
When you buy one, you get the other one for free.
I like this.
You get 2 for the price of 1.
And this goat, this ram here, this goat. And over here on the far end, I was showing the Chick-fil-A booth a minute ago, but there's also some other different food options over here called Taste of Bethlehem, where they have lentil soup, flatbread. Hey.
This is a Taste of Bethlehem. It's a meal like Jesus would have eaten.
Oh.
So you have lentil soup, raisin cake, flatbread, and this is haricot, which is a sweet spread.
Okay. It's got flat. So this is like a naan bread?
No, it's a flatbread.
Flatbread, okay.
We've got the recipe right here.
And what was this here? This lentil soup?
This is lentil soup, yes.
Okay, I'll
And
try
that's a
one.
raisin
I'll
cake.
get one of the platters there. All right, I went ahead and purchased it. $5. You get bread only, soup only, and I got it. I got a bottle of water, but I got the whole thing. The $5, pretty good. That's a pretty dang good deal. And I can, as she explained, it's like the meal that like Jesus would have eaten, the unleavened bread, the flat bread they call it. Kind of reminds me of, oh look, there's a centurion. It's like hiding over in the corner. Got a lollipop.
I can go get you one little waffle.
All right, just gotta find a place to unwrap this and eat it. They also placed this cone right here so no one like dips down into there. Now I've been over here many times during Halloween. This is where they have their little pumpkin patch. So this church is always doing lots of activities. I don't know who this gentleman is here. Is he requesting more taxes possibly? Can't tell who's a centurion or who's one of the locals to Bethlehem around here. Actually, you know what? There was just the one centurion I saw was the one over there. He had a lollipop. He was getting a little candy snack. Oh, he's walking over there. I will say there really wasn't anywhere to eat over there, so I kind of went around the back of the building and I found this little bush to put my stuff on. Now, I could have sat in one of the chairs, but it's filling up. I didn't want to sit there when they're doing the pre-music and all that. So I got my little snack pack here, if you will. Lentil soup. I know I love soup, but I don't know if I've ever had lentil soup, and I do love some kind of non-bread. Even though they call it something different. But this kind of almost looks like the type of stuff you get at bread service at Animal Kingdom Lodge at Sanaa. Yeah, you just kind of sop it in there. Just like that. Give it a little soppage. See how it tastes, see how it eats. Mmm. It's a good flavor on the soup. I can taste it with the bread. It's got the lentils in there and everything. Look at that, it's steaming. Oh yeah, this was a good call. All right, I pulled the cookie out of the little Ziploc. It's warm, like a warm cookie. Not my favorite style of cookie, but it's tasty. They're making the 5-minute announcement. They're saying, make your way to your seats or find a good spot to watch it.
Make way. Oh, I see all of these people. Yes. That's right, soldiers. That's right, make way for the king. That's right, yes. I heard what you said, lady. Yes. Ah, Headed. King Headed the Great. Oh, I love me name. The soldiers love it more. But unfortunately, my kingdom is being threatened. I have been consulted by some wise men, some magi, who study celestial skies. And they have proclaimed to me that a king would be born, called King of the Jews. And that king would be a baby. A baby, yes. However, I have ordered these magi to find this so-called King of the Jews so that I might kill. I mean, worship this baby as well. But this King of the Jews, my gifts, and worshipped him at his feet. Carry on, King of the Jews, a baby? Oh, unthinkable.
Should be taken. And everyone went to be enrolled to the city of their birth. And Joseph also went up from Galilee out of the city of Nazareth.
No room, friends. If you are looking for a place to sleep tonight, we have no room at this inn.
Please, do you have any space to let? My wife is a child.
I am sorry. Our rooms have already all been spoken for.
If you're in town for the census, surely you must have family you can stay with, especially with a baby on the way.
My family. Unfortunately, that's not an option for us. But the baby's on its way.
Oh my.
Anything you have will do.
Dearest, what about a stable? At least it'd be warm and dry.
Yes, I don't see why we couldn't.
And an angel of the Lord appeared to them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them, and they were afraid. But the angel said to them,
Do not be afraid, for I bring you good news that will cause you great joy for all the people. Today, in the town of David, a Savior has been born, and he is the Messiah, the Lord. This will be a sign to you. You will find him wrapped in cloth and lying in a manger.
To Bethlehem and see the thing that has happened, which the Lord has told us. So they hurried off and found Mary and Joseph and the baby, who was lying in the manger. And when they had seen him, they spread the word about what they were told regarding this child. And all who heard it were amazed. And the shepherds returned, glorifying and praising God for all the things they had heard and seen, which were just as they were told, saying,
Where is the one who was born King of the Jews?
Saw a star when it rose, and we have come to worship him.
When King Herod heard this, he was disturbed. And the star, which they had seen in the east, went before them, until it came and stood over where the little child was. And when they had come into the house, they saw the young child with his mother Mary, and they fell down and worshipped him. And they offered their treasures, and presented gifts to him, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And like the Magi kings and shepherds of 2,000 years ago, we gather tonight to honor the birth of the holy babe. And we pause to remember the eternal promise of goodness and light souls. Then for 3 years he was an itinerant preacher. He never wrote a book. He never held an office. He never had a family or owned a house. He didn't go to college, and he never visited a big city. He never traveled 200 miles from the place where he was born. He did none of the things one usually associates with greatness. He had no credentials but himself. And when he was 33, the tide of public opinion turned against him. His friends abandoned him. He was turned over to his enemies and went through the mockery of a trial. He was nailed to the cross between two thieves. And while he was dying, his executioners gambled for his clothing, the only property he had on earth. And when he was dead, he was laid in a borrowed grave through the pity of a friend. But then he rose from the dead. And 20 centuries have come and gone. And today, he is considered by many to be the central figure of the human race and the leader of humanity's progress. All the armies that have ever marched, all the navies that have ever sailed, all the parliaments that have ever sat, and all the kings that have ever reigned, put together, have not affected the life of man on this. Although hundreds of years have passed, we still celebrate the birth of the baby in Bethlehem. And the joy of that first Christmas still fills our hearts. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders. And he shall be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. May the joy and peace found at the manger be yours in abundance this Christmas season and always. You know, the Christmas message is that God came to earth to invite you back into a close relationship with him. I want you to ponder this. God, the creator of everything, came to earth because you were helpless to find your way to him. This is the consequence of sin. It obscures our path to God and his abundant life. Sin actually means living independent from God, which usually is when we make a mess of our lives and our relationships. Jesus came to pull you out of that pit and bring you back under God's care. Jesus Christ. Amen. Friends, if you invited Jesus into your life, welcome to the family. Christianity is not meant to be lived alone, and we want to partner with you. We want to celebrate you. We have a Bible that we want to give you. We want to pray with you. Let's seek the Lord together, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Another centurion coming through. That was really well done. Just an enjoyable performance and good message. It really fits in, obviously, with the Christmas season. Yeah, they only do it 3 nights a year. Now, they did it last year. They changed the show up a little bit from the performance last year. Last year was the first time I'd ever seen it, but there were some new things in there this year. And last year it was kind of just a short 1 or 2 days too, maybe 3 days. But today was just the 3 days, 3 performances. So there's 2 more, but I watched the first one. I watched the 6:30 one. There's one at 7:30 and 9:30. So yeah, highly recommended it if possibly next year you're in the area, or if you're a local or even live in the Central Florida area and they do it next year. I think it's worth checking out. And you can kind of come out and do a couple different things. You see the Christmas lights around town. You can see the event on Market Street. You can see the Snope. You can see the tree all lit up and illuminated. And then you can see, you know, the live nativity and the manger and story of Jesus. And again, I cannot reiterate this enough. Get here early or park 3 or 4 blocks away from downtown. Because if not, this is what you're going to have to sit in. Right here. I mean, this is a bottleneck and a half. So it goes all the way down Water Street, connects with the golf course over there. Everyone's trying to find parking. Trust me, I live down here in this area. Even on a normal day, people are coming out at nighttime for the restaurants, even when there isn't holiday stuff. It's tough to find parking. You don't want to try to find parking down here during one of these events. So park a few blocks away and walk it or get down early. Those are my suggestions. And speaking of, the Snope is falling right now on Market Street. Yeah, I walked over during every hour, on the hour, they do the Snope for like 10 minutes. So I caught the last tail end of that as I was walking back over from the Bethlehem show. A little snopage on Market Street. This celebration gets in the Christmas spirit hard. I'm going to give a public service announcement right now. Not even for people that are going to be, you know, around here during Christmas time, but anytime you go anywhere that has a road blocked off and you see something like, I've seen this happen 3, 4, or 5 times tonight already. In fact, I was almost guilty of it myself. When you see something like this, a road closed sign, keep in mind that you could trip over these. So you're looking at this in your periphery, you're trying to walk around it, but I've seen so many people like hit this and trip over. So when you're walking, you end up hitting that. Trust me, I've seen it. I almost did it, and I've seen a few other people do it, so keep that in mind. Because you'll be walking, and then when you go by it, you'll be like, whoops, and the whole thing almost falls over. A little PSA. Uh-oh, tow truck coming through. Tow truck coming through. Who you gonna tow? Somebody. And look over there, the horse-drawn carriages are also completely stuck in the traffic. So if you pay for a horse-drawn carriage, you might get an extra 10, 20, 30 minutes sitting in traffic there. I don't know if that'd be a good thing. Not real romantic, probably sitting in traffic, but yeah, down Water Street there. Yeah, I'm starting to think that maybe the horse-drawn carriage thing might not be working on the route they've chosen, and they might have to, because this event, I mean, anytime during December, it gets busier and busier every year. They probably have to like rethink their business model, because you're just sitting in traffic the whole time. Yeah, stuck in that traffic for that long at a complete standstill. You could have a romantic date and then end up proposing, getting married, bear children, and before the ride is over. I mean, you could just, yeah, I mean, I mean, it's just a way of saying you're sitting in this for a long time and not moving. Get to know your driver really well. Look, there's the hayride. Oh my gosh, I feel bad for everyone on those. Even over here by Savannah Square, it's all backed up. There's never any traffic on this little side street. Helps a lot.
Isn't there the street that's like all that
I mean, I've seen Celebration busy, but this is like next level. When you're walking 3 or 4 times the speed of cars, you know it's a backup. It's just kind of unusual because during the day, not like this. You don't see that too often. 3 separate cars completely turning around and escaping. Oh, is the train coming by? Oh, the train's over there. Look. The train's over there. Oh, I hear some horses. There goes the train passing by. This is wild. There was a time, for many years I went to the Gatlinburg Chili Cook-Off. I didn't go this year. They do a Gatlinburg Chili Cook-Off. And now they do it in a separate spot. They have a big parking lot that they utilize. But they used to close down all of the main drag through Gatlinburg. I wonder if the Celebration will ever do that. Or if they just won't let cars on this road and they just go into the parking situation. Boy, I hear a helicopter. Probably not. I mean, they do block off Market Street, so I probably wouldn't be able to block this off. But this always gets really congested through here. Take a look in here. There's Santa and Mrs. Claus right there. There's Fido. I really like that lentil soup I had earlier. Flatbread. That unleavened bread or the non bread. think they're getting ready to do the last performance of the evening over here. And the last one of the season.
Yes. Don't see why they can't. Anything to know.
And there were shepherds living out the glory of the Lord shone around them, and they were afraid. But the angel said to them,
"Do not be afraid, for I bring you good news that will cause you great joy for all the people. Today, in the town of David, a Savior has been born. He is the Messiah, the Lord. This will be a sign to you. You will find him wrapped in cloth and lying in a manger."
Suddenly, a great company of the heavenly hosts appeared with the angel, praising God and saying, "Glory to God in the highest heaven, and on earth, peace to those on whom his favor rests."
And that's going to do it for today from Downtown Celebration. Oh yes, Christmas in full effect. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is